So I've actually got that started right now. I hope it doesn't echo.
I'm surprised no one remembers last session.
I remember some, but I could still use a bigger recap.
I think I have a reason for not remembering. But I don't remember what.
We kicked butt.
Yeah, we wiped the floor.
Let me ask you guys a question. Did Terrence do me justice?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Better Duck knows your name now.
I saw that. I was like, whoa, that's a cool thing.
We're so proud.
Actually,
Alright, so I'm going to throw everybody over to the Ritual Cavern. Alright,
May I go
so
ahead and roll for my kimono?
actually, before you do that, I believe that there was a request for prayer before we began, which I absolutely love.
Yes, please.
I won't put anybody on the spot, so I will go ahead and do it
Yeah.
tonight.
Next time
I was
we
gonna
should
say, I
roll
don't mind.
dice.
Yeah, next time we're doing D20, D20 for prayer, so be prepared. So yeah, so let's.
It's only right and fair.
That's right. Yeah. So let's pray real quick, and then we'll get started.
Awesome.
Dear Lord, we just we thank you for this opportunity to come together this evening and spend time in fellowship. Lord, we ask that as we play this evening, that you just keep your steady hand on our hearts and minds. Lead us throughout every day and every week, and just make sure that we're following your word and your word only. Lord, we love you, and we pray this in your name. Amen.
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 Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So to just to kind of recap, since Terrence was not here last week, so we cleared the first room in the cavern and made our way into the second. As the group came in, two paths, one left, one right. I was immediately discovered that the path to the right was booby-trapped. And so the group opted to go left. As they went left, they quickly discovered that there was a very large troll, as well as a couple of orcs. After some combat there, they were defeated, and some items were found, and some things were discovered. And before we actually hop in, I need anyone that would have been on watch to roll a perception check.
I think we all did.
11.
That noticed nothing.
The watch was changed at some point in the
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
15.
Alright,
Tell me at least somebody figured something out.
It's okay. I have reasons for Better Duck not paying too much attention.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So as the group kind of, shrugs off the, I won't call it a good night's sleep, because you're literally sleeping in a 20-foot by 25-foot cave.
Just
area.
like home.
Yeah, just like home. That's right. In the back corner, as no one is really paying attention at that point, you all notice that a familiar gentleman actually stands in the corner. And and it is Cautel. He has returned the villagers to Stormhaven that were found in the locked room where Muriel and Albus were discovered. And he has basically, like, he just crept on in and just kind of hung out in the corner until you guys woke up. So he kind
So
of.
on that, sorry, I was gonna say on that note, Raja will wake up, kind of look around for a minute. Um, yeah, it needs not to see. With advantage.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
So
Don't breathe.
Raja
Don't
Never
breathe
and.
through.
mind.
It's terrible.
So Kyle and Rachel, I'm assuming that you guys are probably sitting in the same room.
No,
We're
I
picking
just
up
went
both
upstairs.
mics.
Huh? What'd you
So
say?
when Kyle talks, he talks through. We can hear him through yours and his.
Yeah, I know. He talked really loud. That's why I went upstairs.
Oh.
There we go. That'll be better.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, no.
You're fine.
Hey, I was gonna do something in character, but I don't think an 8 I would even see him out from like waking up, even though he's
Yeah.
like literally closest to me.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No. So I mean, at this point, you know, he just.
I just look right by him and not even think two words of it.
He's one with the shadows.
Right.
Exactly.
Mara may or may not slightly believe that he is the frost troll that just kind of mutated back into Caltel.
Well, my perception check says that I'm kind of with Raja and I don't see a thing.
Right. Exactly. Right. So so everybody kind of gets up, gets around, knocks the dust off, cobwebs, what have you. You know, Caltel looks over at the group and says, "As heroes, I have returned the citizens to Stormhaven safely, and wanted to return as it is what Lord Storm would have wished."
I'd have not met this guy, but considering he's addressing the party as though he knows them, I'm not going to immediately just firebolt him off the face of the earth.
Okay, so
Can I
This friend.
Can I roll an insight or something on this dude? Because I don't
Yeah,
know him.
no, go
Adam.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to get a grip
You
on
were-
his
you were in
harassment.
sort of a state of
Unconsciousness
unconsciousness / shock, being woke up, and I think he was outside of the room.
By that point.
Oh my gosh, it was almost a 19. 6.
It was
Um,
almost a 19.
as Muriel looks over at Caltel,
It's horseshoes and hand grenades, boys and
Yeah.
girls.
so as Muriel looks over at Caltel, she immediately just thinks he is the nicest, sweetest person she has ever met.
Drow.
Aw, that's cute. Are you cool if I go ahead and roll for the kimono?
Yes, yeah, you can go on and knock out your kimono roll.
Raja jumps back, jumps up a little bit, ever so slightly, and then kind of like looks towards each entrance, sees Muriel at one, sees Albus walking toward the group from the other direction, and looks at Caltel and be like, "How and when did you get here?"
Sometime in the middle of the night while everyone slept, I just apparently walked right by everyone.
I look at Albus.
Terrence is just kind of taking it all in and looking around like, okay, I'm kind of getting what's happening. Feel like I slept 2 nights.
Technically, Muriel and Albus weren't on watch when that happened because we switched off in the middle of the night with you guys.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I must have been still sleeping when I was supposed to be on watch.
Happens.
We're probably going to have to figure this out better.
It does. So
If anything, Caltel was on watch.
right, yeah,
I mean,
yeah, exactly. So as you look down the hallway in front of you, there's about 20, 24, 25 feet, and there's a door that is there. From listening all night, not hearing any footsteps coming from down that hallway, it's safe to presume that there is nothing on. At least there's no one on the other side of that door. So, what would you guys like to do? Also, I will be shoving my face with food since my food was just delivered to me, so yeah. Did I lose everybody?
May you have a present a hedge of protection around it, Lord.
Oh, good. I can hear everybody again. That was weird.
Yay!
Hey.
I was like, you guys are way too quiet. And I'm like, wait, there's no way they're that quiet.
Sorry.
Yeah, Terrence is praying for the
Fell
DM
off
to
the
come
face
back.
of the earth.
What's that?
I said you just fell off
Terrence
the face
is
of the
praying for
earth.
the
I
DM.
did, yeah.
We're praying for the DM.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I can I talk to Better Duck off, like, I don't know. Do you think he would
yeah.
mind?
You want to whisper?
Yeah, I'm not no, I'm not gonna do it privately, but I literally want to telepathically talk to Better Duck.
Oh boy.
I'm
Is
gonna.
is this for other people to hear, or do you two
I'm not
need...
gonna. I'm not gonna say too much. I just want to ask him a question that I don't want other people to hear in character. But it's okay if you guys hear.
You do realize that Better Duck's intelligence is really low, right?
It's. I promise you, it is a nondescript question. I just don't want other people to hear it. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Girl? He looks up at you.
Hello, fellow blue friend.
Oh, hey Mario, how you sleep?
I've slept better on stone, but it's also better than being locked in a room. I have a question for you, friend, about your a particular talent you may possess. Are clerics any good at removing curses? Is that something you've had experience with?
Sorry, no better duck experience in curse remove. Could Better Duck roll in religion to see if that is actually something that a cleric can do?
Sure, go for it.
So are we or are we not supposed to be hearing this right now? I'm a little confused.
I'm connected to him telepathically. So no, you wouldn't hear
so
it.
technically no.
we're
Okay.
not hearing it.
You can air quote hear it, but your character does not.
Yes.
Got you. I understand.
A 21.
Oh, damn. Okay.
What?
Well,
Now I think I've got to
Is
pull
it
up the
something
player's
you
handbook.
could potentially do? That's a great roll, Better Duck.
Is that right?
That is a really good roll.
I was not expecting it, and so I had to pull up the player's handbook real quick.
Yeah. I imagine he should. I have the ability to curse, but to
I believe that
remove curse is
Curse 5e. It's a cleric spell, but if it's not in your repertoire, is it something you could potentially beseech your deity for the ability to do?
potentially. What level is that?
I think it's 3rd level, abjuration.
Ah, yes, I see it.
This is just curiosity.
Theory. Yes, it's possible. Better Duck no have a particular prepared for today, but it's possible. You want Better Duck learn for tomorrow?
mind. Um, I understand you can pray each morning and receive different abilities from your deity, so I can't say I feel too bad of you taking up that slot for a day, but if you decide you want to do it, use that, direct that magic in other ways, obviously I am hardly going to stop you. Um, they
I
are
do for
your.
you, Muriel. Ask Muhammad tomorrow.
You're very kind, Better Duck. Thank you.
Ooh. Also, he's saying your name correctly
Yes.
this
Oh,
morning.
wait. You learned my name. When is this? You know my name now.
Yes, Muriel.
I just I just I bite my lip and I look away and I just reach out behind me and just gently pat him on the head and then I walk away. Just like the cuteness is overwhelming and she can't handle it.
Meanwhile, I'm still Pink Lady.
Yes.
You're Mara.
Oh.
Terrence, Raja,
Yeah.
Muriel,
What?
Foodie! Points to Albus.
Booty.
What did he say?
Foodie.
Foodie.
Okay. That's like me calling him
He
Bilbo.
unfortunately did not roll high enough to remember your name today.
Albus just kind of rubs his face with his hands, like, oh, another weird name.
You know what? There are worse names to be called.
Very true.
Speaking of food, what's for breakfast?
That's a great question. We could always eat some troll. Is troll on the menu?
Terrence is trying to hold back sarcasm right now.
Well, I would assume some rations.
Stale bread it is. Pulls out some bread from his knapsack from the pantry store from yesterday, and just starts chowing down.
More luminous bread.
So is that first breakfast or second breakfast?
Having discerned what the collar was in our last encounter, DM, I want to iterate to them to the rest of the group, like what I found.
Yeah, go for
now,
it.
now that I have it actually like in my inventory. I
Still had a collar, right?
Yes. I pull the collar out and I show it to everyone, including Cowtel, and I say, this is a collar of bestial obedience, and considering that it requires a significant amount of wisdom to fight, I doubt this troll had even so much as a snowball's chance in the nine hells. My question is, whoever had it, the other end of it, I should mean, the other end of this telepathic leash, if you will, I want to know if they are now aware that their little underling is dead, because they are connected telepathically while the collar is in play.
But that happened hours ago. We killed.
Exactly. So they might have had time to prepare.
So,
Well, we
do
haven't
a-
heard anything from the other side of that door.
Let them prepare all they want. We'll knock them one by one like we have thus far.
Oh, DM.
We're prepared.
Albus was curious about the key. The key that clicked together, the two keys that click together, does it look complete now, or does it look like there's still a gap for another part of it, or like does it look like we need to find another piece, or does it look like a one whole key now?
So as you're looking at the key, one of the things you notice that as they lock into place, one is vertical, one is kind of at its side, almost at a 45-degree angle. And it does look like it's possible that there is a place for a third piece that would basically mirror what
Be like a
the-
horizontal.
Let's see. So right now the key is doing that,
Okay.
kind of as my hands are. So it does look like there'd be maybe another piece that could possibly go Yeah, that way.
Okay.
Well, I just realized that my blue thing is like all over the place. Am I getting like
It sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
really?
There's a whole bunch of yeah. Do you have a phone or anything near your laptop?
Not anymore.
Do you have a set of headphones with a mic on them, like like you'd use for an MP3 player or something?
I wish.
Okay. Um, are you using a headset at this time?
No, it's literally just whatever I can use on my laptop,
Okay,
unfortunately.
that's okay. I was just curious.
No, it does
I'm
sound a lot
trying
better.
so hard,
What it
y'all. I'm sorry.
I think
what
the
it might be
phone-
doing is it might just be picking up our voices off of the speaker.
Mhm.
That's also possible.
Yeah, but it is actually a lot better right now.
Computer. Yes,
Yeah,
it
whatever
is.
you did worked.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just so you know, Walmart
Sorry.
has a very good set of headset with a mic.
Yeah, I need to go and get one of those.
It's this one here.
Yeah.
It's like 29 bucks. And it works great.
Okay.
And I
Yeah, I
don't
need
mean
to get one of those.
I don't mean to gripe and moan. I really don't. I just want
No,
you.
no, it's I understand if it's like really loud and really annoying. I'm trying to make it better.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll have it better next week.
No
You're
worries.
fine.
Whatever you're doing now is working. So.
Yep, definitely.
Cool.
Okay, so
So,
Shout out.
All right. So Albus just conveys that to the group. The key looks like it might have room for another room. Can Albus walk over to the door and just see, like, is there a keyhole for the door? Is there a does it look like this is part of that? Any of that?
do a perception check.
Uh, 12.
So, as you look at the door, it's simply closed against the door jamb. There's only a ring loop handle there, and as you gently, so there's no keyhole, and as you kind of gently tug on it towards you, it starts to move towards you, so it's not locked.
Oh, Sage, this thing was unlocked the whole night. That's not good. We probably should have checked to see if this was locked before we slept here. That could have been really bad.
Yeah, that could have gone south quickly. Well,
But
shall
it
we
didn't,
get
so.
into it?
Well, let's just go on through.
I follow you, Albus.
All right, Albus opens the door and kind of peeks through. Is there anything on the other side?
So as you peek through, there is not. There's a hanging lantern in this kind of odd-shaped room. Doesn't look like there's any discernible. There's no discernible markings or anything like that.
So I don't know if anybody else is having this issue, but like I can't move my icon at all.
Hold on.
Could that because you're separate accounts now? Maybe
It
you don't
is
have-
because they're separate counts now.
Oh, well there you go.
Apparently, I
That
have
makes more
control over it.
Let's see. Give me just a second. Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
So while you're doing all that, should we be rolling a perception check or anything in here?
Yeah, you can go on and roll perception.
Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Oh my goodness, another 3.
12.
Better
Now,
to
if this is
go
going to
focus
be
on
how
it.
the night is on roll.
Nope.
Better to roll the 4.
19.
On a 1.
Oh, look.
22,
Oh, so
22.
Raja needs to see something, it looks like. Or Raja maybe likely wants to see something.
So there is nothing special about this room. As you kind of look around, you can tell based on, well, Raj and Albus can anyway. The rest of you have no clue. That kind of based on the dirt tracks, or dust tracks rather, that a common foot traffic kind of route is where you guys slept up through that hallway, kind of loop down, and then down the hallway that Muriel and Mara have now started going down.
So this is a
So,
high traffic area.
so
Yep.
Terrence calls to Mara and Muriel. Okay, can you guys come back here? I want to talk to you guys for a second.
But I'm so curious.
I know.
I know.
You know, I know we're
So-
ready for just about anything, but this is a high traffic area, guys. So
Yeah.
unless we
So,
want to
I'm gonna
on
ask-
us, we might want to be careful.
I have a shield, and I can take a whole lot right off the bat, and I'll get out of the way as soon as I can for you guys to fight. But would you let me go first?
Oh, very well.
I mean, if you want, I guess.
Look,
I mean,
Well, I just
I feel like we
I would
girls
feel
can
better.
handle it.
it makes
I know
sense
you
for the
can.
shields to go first, just in case there's a surprise attack.
Very
that's what
well.
I'm thinking because we don't know what's coming, and whoever has that telepathic thing can, if they can shoot anything else at us, a shield sure could help.
Age before beauty, I suppose.
Terrence,
Well,
if you
I
want to
do
take
have
the
that
lead,
on you.
Terrence,
So,
if you want
I
to
will
take
take
the lead,
Muriel and I should be last because we're the most beautiful.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I flick my horns, not my hair.
Brandon,
I love my hair back.
two people side by side, or just single
Yeah,
file?
it is actually wide enough for two people. Unfortunately, the graphs don't always exactly line up like I need them to, but it is
Okay.
about a 10-foot wide hallway that stretches about 30 feet. So as Terrence clears the corner there, you notice that there is another long hallway that you can see all the way down, and there appears to be another little alcove.
I see mazes.
Okay.
So you know that. So as you stand staring those hallway, Raja can see that there is a large door that stands about 20 foot high, about 15 foot wide, to the immediate right of the hallway. As you go down the hallway, there is another door that stands to the left, not quite as big as the other. And then you can barely see the end of the hallway at that point, but you can see the end of the hallway and what appears to be maybe a branching right and left path. So, what we want to do?
Terrence looks at Raja. Okay, Raja, which door do you want to take?
Like a big one.
Mara's like jumping up, trying to see over their shoulders because she wants to see.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Ow.
let's go to this one.
All right. So
Um,
as you two hit that point, I need both of you to do a dexterity check.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just a straight dexterity check.
Just a
Oh,
straight
right.
dexterity check.
Oh, Terrence.
I know. Whatever it was, I just got thrown back.
Oh! Damn!
I don't think
Oh
Better Duck
my
wants to
God.
be where he's at.
Oh, you guys.
Well, I did better than you.
Better Duck, you might get smashed by me here in about 2 seconds.
Okay.
See,
So
the
because
beauty should have gone first, y'all.
your DM is a dummy, both of you do
Nonsense.
a dexterity saving throw, not a straight up
Okay.
check.
Oh, reroll.
Woo! Thank goodness for reroll.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that saved you. That saved you so much. Terrence.
14.
So, as you two both stand in front of the door, there is a beam of fire that shoots through the door.
Oh shit, is that all?
It rips open the door, but luckily, with it being 15 feet, you both dive to the side, and the door is basically blasted and splintered about 10 feet back.
Uh-oh.
And
Holy cow.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
What is it with us and doors?
It's just how it works out.
We're over two now. No, we're over three.
All right, so I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay, so I get advantage. I'm gonna roll twice.
Same.
Do-
13
Come
is
on.
mine.
12.
It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna say a 19.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Muriel. I
Are
like
there
going
any
back
other
to-
adjustments to rolls that I need to fix?
Not that I know of. I mean, I'm not sure.
So Raja, yours is 13, right?
Let me double check. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right. So as you see the door rip open, you stare into this kind of octagon-shaped room and notice that there's a crying woman who is chained against the wall. There's a man who lays upon what appears to be like a racking device, beaten, battered, and broken. And then there's a small girl that is crying in the cage. There are two large orcs that stand in front of you. The one to your left, well, my left, your right, stands roughly about 6 foot tall, carries a staff, and has these like nasty spine spikes coming out of the back of its cloak. The other one stands about 6'8" and carries a large great axe. Um, the the orc with the staff is still holding his hand out like this, and you can see smoke billowing off of his fingers, deducing that he is the one that put this beam of fire through the door, while the other stands laughing. And with that, Albus, you are up first, and I will get the. While Albus is going, I will get the. I'll get everything set up so you can see who's going where.
Cool.
Oh, so we weren't stealthy.
Well, no. And so we'll figure it out afterwards, or at least you guys might try to.
Alrighty.
Technically, I'm out of sight.
Me too.
So from let's see. So I'm guessing because Albus is back here. Did he just see the door splinter, or does he see the woman chained to the wall?
From where you're at, you would have seen and heard the door splinter back towards the back of that hallway, but that would be about it.
Okay.
I was going to say before someone makes their first roll move, I was just going to say Terrence and Raja kind of just like look at each other, I assume, and without saying a word, they know which target they're going for.
Yeah.
All right.
I would probably go straight for that one.
Okay. Albus is going to kind of like scuttle against the wall. Here, just kind of peek in. Sees the one on the right with his the one on the right has the axe, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, he's going to whimper a little bit under his breath, and he's going to cast Hold Person at second level.
Okay. All right. So whole person is a.
He needs to make a 14 Wisdom save, or he's paralyzed.
And he does not save. So as you kind of round the corner hesitantly. You concentrate on him, and you watch as all of a sudden, just he kind of tenses up, kind of stands up a little bit straighter, and is. You can see that he's trying to fight it, but he cannot move.
And was that the one with the staff or the one without?
The one with the symbol beside him now.
Is
Gotcha.
it the one with the big axe? That's why he freaked out a little bit because it's a big axe.
Mhm.
That's he'll say that. He'll be like, "It's a big axe."
All right. Next will be Mara. You are up.
So I'm gonna kind of round this corner to see exactly what happened. And I see the orcs, and I'm immediately upset. She's gonna run for probably the one that looks like he's been like beating on this dude, because this guy's bloodied, right? This guy right
Oh
here?
yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
guy's within inches of his life.
Okay, well I'm gonna start whacking at this guy then. Let's see here.
Whack-a-mole.
Oh shoot, how do I do this again?
Generally with an overhead swing.
Oh, here we go.
Generally with great vigor.
Yeah.
How's a 22?
And rage.
That'll
Oh
do.
yeah, you definitely hit.
Cool.
I was gonna say, if that doesn't hit, we're in trouble.
I really want to hear him say, "Ooh, just misses."
Right? That's like
I
Dracula.
don't.
The whole
All right,
table just
so
loses it.
so he takes 14 points of damage. All right, you're gonna use your. You've got a second action.
Oh, I thought running. And
No, because from where you were.
Oh, I didn't use my full movement, kind of thing.
No. No,
Oh,
you've
okay.
actually got, because your movement speed is 40 feet,
40.
you've still actually, well, you might not want to disengage from where you're at, but you've still got like 15 feet you can move.
I'm definitely not going to disengage. I'm just going to try and whack at him again. Oh, I think
Go
it's
for it.
23 will hit. I like these rolls.
Yeah, right.
How about
Cool,
another
so
8?
22 total points of damage. So as you come around the corner, noticing both of them orcs, you just feel the intense rage just kind of swell up in your body. You come barreling towards the what you're assuming is the wizard orc. Go for just double overhead smacks on him, catch him once on the left shoulder, well, once on the right, once on the left, and he's definitely feeling it for sure. So with that, it is Caltel's turn. He is going to make his way up to the paralyzed orc. And he is going to go on and take a swing at him with his dagger of venom for 15, which does not hit. And he will try one more swing at him. He does hit him on the second time. For a whopping 7 points of damage. And he does get sneak attack since he is incapacitated. So 25 points of damage.
Dang, dude.
So as Caltel rounds the corner, comes dashing into the room, choosing his targets wisely, goes for the incapacitated orc, hits him in the side. Well, swings at him and hits him in the side. But unfortunately, with his first strike, there was enough armor there that he did not pierce it. The second one, he comes over the top, catches him in between kind of his neck and where his armor would be. This one does connect. Orc kind of shakes down a little bit, but still being kind of in that paralyzed state. He doesn't budge much. Yeah, so it is our orc. He is gonna make another. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah, 14. 14 wisdom.
So let's do the right one there. And he. Well, I thought that was a 20. Apparently, he rolled an 8. So he does not make the save. He is still paralyzed. Better Duck, you're up.
Okay. Better Duck is going to enter the room. You said there is a little girl over on this side.
Yes.
So, seeing that, Better Duck is going to head towards her, but first he's going to look over. I think this is 10 feet. Look at both these orcs getting pummeled and just go, ha! I'm going. And so, as a bonus action, kobolds now let out a little cry. All enemies within 10 feet of you until the start of your next turn. You and your allies have advantage on attack rolls against the enemies that can hear you.
Nice. Is that
Very
melee?
nice.
Is that melee or spell?
It just says attack rolls.
Nice.
So that would be anything that doesn't require a saving throw.
And then Bear Duck is going to come up behind the child, and how are they restrained? He is going to assist or try to unchain her, get this little girl out of here.
All right. Do a sleight of hand check.
Oh, it was a 19 and then it was a 1.
I feel that.
So
Oh,
Chains got tighter.
I'm going to use my inspiration to roll again
Perfect.
on this one.
Nice.
13. So easy enough. It's not a complicated cage system that she's in. It's really not even padlocked. So as you walk up to this cage, kind of where you're at now, you remove what appears to be some type of chiseled bone from kind of the door latch. Remove it, toss it to the side, take it, flip it open, and pull it open. And the door kind of swings open. The little girl, not recognizing any of you, she kind of sinks down into the bottom of the cage, and she's like, who are you?
It's okay. I'm here to help you. And Butterduck. And that's my turn. He's smiling, but he's a kobold, so
Mostly teeth.
Those teeth really don't look fun. You really want to be smiling right now?
hey, he thinks he's helping.
I know.
All right, Raja, you were up.
Okay, so Raja is going to go for this guy. As he's walking up, I'm pulling my blade out to purge all before you and devour, leave nothing behind. Come to me, flame tongue. So pull my sword out, flaming, and as my first action, nobody actually sees this, but I'm gonna say my left hand behind my shield, I take my foretalon and draw an S behind the shield, and I cast the cantrip Blade Ward.
Nice.
And as a bonus action, I get to do an additional a melee attack. That's part of my my new feat, actually, called War Magic.
Nice.
All right, I like it. Go for it.
So, and for anybody who's unfamiliar with Blade Ward, hold on one second.
It's one of the approximately 20 cantrips I have now.
Yeah, you trace a sigil of warding in the air until the end of your next turn. You have resistance to against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Wow.
Got it. I like it.
It's
Good.
pretty good.
It,
Cool.
yeah, especially now that it's considered a bonus action, more or less.
Hmm.
So, for my first attack, does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's try that. Oh, and almost forgot, advantage. Yeah,
Yeah,
12
correct.
advantage.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so second attack.
Wait, do you get a second attack?
No, that was my first attack.
No, I mean,
There's advantage on the attack rolls because of Better Duck's Kobold Cry.
Nice.
Okay, my advantage on the second attack will a 19 hit.
Yes, a 19 does hit.
Okay. So as I come in for my first swing, it kind of just bounces off the armor, and I quickly recover with a spinning attack toward the opposing direction, and I do, let's see, 10 physical and 11 fire damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
So for a total of 21.
So as you spin around and slice, the second catches along his side, right in between where kind of a breastplate would tie together. You immediately slice through the skin, not quite far enough to hit any organs, but your flame basically cauterizes it as it goes through. The orc in his paralyzed state, you just watch as his face. Um, it's in such a. You can tell just by looking in his eyes that he is. He's in some agony and pain for sure.
And that
that's
will
your
be my
move?
turn.
All right, Muriel, you're up.
Okay. I am going to, in a rustle of long robes and sleeves, sweep into the room and twin spell Mind Sliver.
Okay,
And I'm going to hit both the orcs. They are orcs, right? Ogres, orcs.
they are.
Orcs. Sorry. Which means they both need to make intelligence saving throws.
Well, they're in trouble.
Most creatures are.
Better than most certainly would be.
And you said they need. You said wisdom,
Intelligence.
intelligence. Ooh. All right. The wizard rolls a 9,
Negative Ghost Rider.
and his buddy rolls a 10.
Definitely no.
All right. You
so-
hit both of them.
Yep, so they both take, it's not a lot of damage, but they both take a d6. Would I roll that separate? Since I'm twin spelling it, would it be technically 2 spells, or would I have to...
It would be 2 spells.
Okay. Oh, actually, it's not 2. It's not a 1d6. For some reason, it's telling me it's a 2d6. I'm going to go with that instead. So that's 8 to 1, and... Oh my god, max. 12.
Wow.
I'm gonna give
All right.
12... I'm gonna give 12 to the one that's paralyzed because
Okay.
it feels right, and
It does.
8 to the other one, please. And they both now subtract a d4 from their next saving throw, which I'm certain is going to help him stay paralyzed.
All right. And what was the name of the spell that you used?
Mind Sliver.
Mind Sliver. All right.
It's a psionic spell. I think it's from Tasha's.
Got it. I just needed a visual in my head. So yeah. So as as you watch the orcs, the mage kind of he immediately just he doesn't know where it comes from, but something hits him and it kind of jars him a little bit. He kind of shakes it off and shrugs it. You can tell that he's definitely hurt, kind of breathing heavy, just this labored.
I
As
waggle
he
my fingers at him before I skedaddle back into the hall.
as as he looks over his buddy with the war axe, however, you watch as kind of just in this paralyzed state, he's standing there. His head kind of jerks to the right a little bit, and the paralysis releases as his dead body falls to the floor.
Nice. In my mind, I feel like one of the outer shows of this spell is like he starts bleeding from one eye.
I like it.
Yeah, so.
All right. Shit, who's next? Terrence, you're up.
All right, Terrence, seeing all of this, is quite upset that he didn't get in there first, and now he's really mad at the spellcaster.
Cough, cough, better
So
rolls.
he comes in, yeah, casts Searing Smite,
Okay.
the first level spell.
Okay.
Um, so that's I forget which one that was. One die 6 of fire when I hit, and there it is, and swings his longsword overhand, kind of at an angle towards his neck.
Ooh,
Nice.
22.
Save your crit. Save your crit. Save your crit.
Advantage.
You definitely got him with the first one, but yeah, since you've got advantage, let's see if it gets better.
Okay. He does 1 die 8 of damage, and his other is everyone. And another point of searing fire. That's his first strike.
So 13 points of damage there, and then remember on this attack that you do have advantage.
Yeah. What's that?
Roll
I can't
twice.
remember how to
Take
do advantage. Okay. There's a 14. We'll go with the 21. And man, with okay, so 8 points of damage.
12
I'm not
points of
doing too
damage.
good on damage. How much?
12 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, just enough. So as you catch the sorcerer, you kind of catch him by surprise after the psionic attack hits him. You come barreling towards him, strike him the first time, and as you strike him with your sword, you kind of slice into him, and then all of a sudden he's hit with this radiant fire energy. You slice the second time, and boom, there's that radiant energy right behind it again. And you watch just kind of as he crumples down and falls over. He is dead.
Awesome.
I yell from the hall, "Good job, Terrence!"
Terrence,
Thank
I
you.
need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save?
Can Muriel come
Oh
into the room?
crap.
Oh no.
So with a 5,
Uh-oh. Punishment.
Terrence, you don't quite understand what is happening, but you feel a quick searing pain in your hand, and let's see. You take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my. This isn't something that can be paladin can't be charmed. That's not what this is, right?
It is not a charm.
Dang, I'm trying.
That was a good try. I'll definitely give you that. But yeah, it is not a charm.
Okay. Ouch, everybody, that hurt. I don't know what just happened.
Show me your hand.
Terrence shows her his hand.
What's wrong with you? You didn't get hit.
I didn't think so either, but
Is there
suddenly my hand started hurting.
Is there something on his hand other than like the show of damage?
Terrence, you're, I'm assuming with your hands, you've got like a glove on, correct?
Probably a gauntlet type thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of within the gauntlet, so a gauntlet's not typically not going to be, at least I would hope not, kind of fully metal all the way through.
It's
So you've
palmless,
kind of
right?
got this, you kind of got this gold that extends, and I got to get my hand in the right spot, kind of on this side. Within is more of a glove material, so you're a little more, I guess, able to kind of squeeze your hand around it. But within that leather that would be kind of within your hand that would protect your hand, there's a burn, but it's not a red glow. It is a black and blue, almost scorch mark.
What would a burn mean?
It's as I suspected.
Okay.
When I performed the detect magic spell last night before watch on the troll's collar, it picked up on a lot of magical things. It showed me the classes of magic attached to those things. In this case, your sword. I'm afraid it's
What's
cursed.
wrong with my sword? Cursed?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
That can't
know
be.
when was a good time to tell you your favorite weapon was detrimental to your health. So,
Possibly before I struck somebody.
well, there wasn't really a good time. I've just met you people.
True. Terrence is kind of upset because a paladin that's cursed. This is just unheard of. Well, not
Well-
really, but in
Oh,
his
this
mind.
is why you asked me how to remove curse, yeah?
I was already working on a solution before I brought you a problem. Suffice it to
Well,
say,
that's always good.
At sunup tomorrow, I think we can reverse this. With better duck's help, of course.
Should I stop using this sword?
I would.
Was that the same sword
Okay.
that Lord Storm gave you, Terrence?
Yeah.
Was it like already
But-
cursed, or what?
Don't know. I don't remember it being cursed. I knew it was magical.
While this is happening, Betterduck is opening the next cage over, just kind of haphazardly listening. Now thinking, oh, I have a mace from the guy too.
Has the girl come out of the cage yet?
She is not. She is still just kind of in the corner. She doesn't seem quite as afraid now that the orcs who have been torturing the other people in the room have been dealt with. But she's still freaked out. I mean, she's, from what you can tell, she's probably 8 or 9 years old. And yeah, things have died around her.
Albus comes up, and I'm sure he doesn't have to bend over too much to be at her level.
She's taller than you.
Yeah. But he just comes up, he goes up to her, he holds up his hand, he's like, hey, sweetheart, hey, you okay? And he just kind of, is kind of talking to her and just nice, calm voice, just continuously like, hey, it's all right. You're good. Look. And he does something with his fingers and does prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, and it makes her like clothes clean up a little bit and whatnot, and it looks kind of like a wind has breezed over her, whatnot. I'm sure it tickles a little bit, and just is talking smooth, calming words to her.
Okay. Do a performance check for me.
Oh, great. Natural 20.
Yo!
This girl's in love with you.
Oh my goodness. So So as the girl kind of looks up from where she's sitting, she stands up now, looking down at you, and she watches as you draw this intricate symbol with your hand, and just watches as her clothes seem to feel a little bit better. She seems a lot better, and for the first time, and what you're probably expecting to be a very, very long time, she smiles and she says, "Oh, thank you, sir. Who are you people?"
I was like, hey, we're just trying to help. We're just trying to help. Where are your parents, sweetheart? Are your parents here? Are they in another room? Do you know?
So as you ask, she points across the room to the lady that is chained and the man that is on the table.
Oh, that's what I feared. Better duck, can you see to the man on the table? Is he still alive?
Is he?
Medicine check.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Natural
We're
20.
gonna
Hey!
Yay!
Wow.
Crit candies all
Well, we're
around.
getting some good rolls.
Right. Yeah. So Better Duck, as you look over the gentleman, he is battered, he is beaten, he is broken, uh, but he is still alive. Being an adventurer and understanding what someone has been through to get to that look, you know that he's got one foot in the grave, but still hanging in there.
Okay, so but not quite at 0 HP.
Not quite at zero. Um,
Well, who better to help
you,
than a
you rolled a nat
graveyard?
20. He's sitting on about 3 right now.
Urgh.
I was going to guess two.
Commoners have like 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I hate these kinds of orcs. They are so despicable.
Better Duck will look around the room. He'll walk up, personally boop each of the people, and let's go a prayer of healing. All 3 people get 13 HP.
Good lord.
Perfect. So as you watch as they kind of all draw a little bit tighter and a little bit stronger. You can see as their demeanor and stance almost completely changes. Um, the man kind of, his eyes open. Well, one kind of barely opens, as the other one is still, it's still blackened from where he's taken quite a wallop. And he looks over and says, "Oh, thank you, small creature. I don't know how I can ever repay you."
Those are tough.
Marilyn,
And,
are you okay? He's calling to his wife. Yes, sweetie, I'm fine. Please, just get us out of here.
I pass him each a ration.
And Albus kind of leads the girl out, to her mother. Then he does that same spell to the mom, kind of cleans her up, and then walks over to the dad and does it again, cleans him up a little bit.
Are we having Caltel do what
Caltel
he did with the
does.
other one?
Yeah.
I will leave that up to you guys.
Well, before they leave, Raja wants to ask the man, did you see any other children or any other people besides your family in this area?
Hey, Albus, you should ask why they were torturing. What do they want to know?
So, because and I'm not going to make anyone do any type of roll because you've already kind of gone above and beyond for these people. So the man just kind of looks over and he says, there were 2 others. One was maybe older than our daughter. The other was maybe in his late teens. They have taken them to a chamber that is not, I don't know where, but I saw them take him. There were 2 of them with him. They took him both yesterday. They left from this room and we have not seen them since.
Hmm.
Do you know? Do you know what they were? Why they took you and your family? What they're doing here? Anything like that?
Uh, from our perspective, they were just beating us to have fun.
I
When
see.
these other two, they seemed excited to have them and took them away quickly.
I see.
That sounds like it might be our people.
Yep, that's what I'm
Yeah, it
thinking.
does. So while all this is going on, Terrence is gonna switch out, put the this sword that he's got in the bag of holding, and take out his sword, his original sword that he
I'm
had
Okay.
in
happy
there.
to lend you my +1 mace, but I doubt, even in your capable hands, it would do much better.
Beric will actually come up to you, Muriel, and tug at your cloak, skirt,
Sleeves.
sleeve.
Sleeves. Whatever.
Well, his sword cursed. He holds up a mace. Uh, Lord Dormwind gave this to Betterdeck same time he gave Terrence his sword. Is cursed too?
DM, would I have picked up on that when I've cast the spell?
You would have picked up on that, and you did not. You did not detect anything on his sword other than it was enchanted.
I think yours is safe, Betterduck.
Okay.
So as the group kind of finishes up, uh, Keltel kind of walks to the front of the people and looks over at all of you and says, "Heroes, listen. As I came through the cavern last night, there was no one in sight. These people should be safe going back to Stormhaven, or if you wish, I can escort them."
Well,
I'd
if they'd
feel
be
better
safe
if
going
somebody
back,
who knew how to fight was with them.
I would too.
I agree with Mara.
yeah.
As would I.
Okay. They kind of say their farewells. Um, the man looks a little sad, mainly just because of the fact that he has nothing that he can give you. Right now he's basically to the point where he's just got literally the clothes on his back. So with that, they all wave. The little girl walks over. She kisses Better Duck on the head and says, "Thank you, small blue man." And they make their way up and out.
I hand a piece of candy to all the people who crit in the last battle. I've decided they're kind of like strawberry cream savers.
Ah, yes,
I
only the
love
best.
those.
The only valid cream saver? Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Okay, there you go.
Everyone agrees it's the only valid cream saver.
Yeah, exactly.
They can
All right.
keep that orange crap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just DM, just so you know, I tried moving the longsword +1 to the bag of holding. I don't think I did. I think I added another one. So
Double the curse! No!
Right.
yeah,
It's
I did,
multiplied!
however. I did, however, equip my longsword.
Oh, that is
So
So I got
team,
part of it right.
so team, should we press on to the next room?
I think we need to start moving quickly. It sounds like we're cutting it close.
Yeah.
And I think we need to keep the same with us in the center.
Same march in order.
Yeah,
There's
let's try that.
There's a door right across the hallway. We should definitely check that out. Just
You mean this one right here?
Albus looks at the orcs. Do the orcs have anything on them?
It's a great question.
Roll a.
oh yeah, loot the bodies.
Muriel wants to know about that stab.
Roll a. Oh God, I always forget if that's investigation.
Investigation?
Perception.
I think it's investigation.
I would
Yeah,
too.
go
Looting
investigation.
I would think
looting
so.
would be investigation. If Muriel wants to check out the staff specifically, that'd be an Arcana check, wouldn't it?
It's a +3 regardless, so I rolled a 14 total.
I got a 12.
All right. So yeah, I'm glad that you remembered the bodies because as you kind of rummage around the the one that you're assuming was the wizard, he has what appears to be a third like piece of the key.
Hey!
Oh, very good. Very good find.
Who was it
so-
holding the key? Albus? Oh, Albus.
The one who just checked the bodies.
Yes.
So as you lock the key in place, and I'll just draw like a quick little symbol here, you look at the end of it, and it basically does... The key now looks like that. With 3, basically...
Oh, so a trinity.
Yeah.
I thought a Y bone, but okay.
Or the beginning of a peace sign.
Oh, like
Right.
a wishbone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
wishbone. That's what I meant. Yeah.
The staff that Muriel investigates, it is a... You can tell it's just a standard wizard staff. There is nothing...
It's spell focused.
It doesn't appear to be anything to it.
Okay.
Any gold?
No gold on either of them.
Okay.
I leave the staff if it's
All
not
right.
got anything special.
Well, we.
So, I'm assuming this right here is the door.
Yes, right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Terrence goes over to the door. And what do I have to do to check to see if it opens?
Let's do a perception check to see if it's locked.
Mara wants to check over here
18.
real quick.
Okay. Yeah, go. Yeah, you can go ahead and go that way. So kind of almost the exact same setup as the door coming out of that main hallway. There is there's just a ring handle. You just kind of take your hand, tug it towards you a little bit, and it kind of creaks open a little bit, and you know that it is not locked. As the door
Okay.
swings open, you
Okay.
kind of look down the hallway and notice that there's a table with 3 chairs that sit in a very well lit room, couple torches. It looks like, for lack of better terms for it, almost like a break room. There's no one in it.
Okay.
And Mara, as you go down that hallway, you can see that it's kind of a hallway. But it looks like it kind of bends a little bit, and it might go up further if you wanted to investigate that.
I do want to investigate that.
I
So,
peel off and follow Mara.
you look up and notice that there's another door very similar to the one that stood at that location.
Ooh. Can I see if the door is unlocked?
You can do a perception
Wait.
check.
Mara, I'm not sure I would touch that. You know the gold one's gonna get mad.
The gold one.
She touches it anyway.
I
She
stand
turns,
there,
looks at Muriel, and just slowly puts her finger on the door.
just says, "Screw the police." Like,
Yeah. So easy enough. The door swings open. Actually, it opens up towards the inside of the room. As you peer in, you see that there are 3 beds, one small desk that's over to your left, a couple of kind of end tables, and that's really it.
I loot
Oh.
the end tables.
You loot the end tables.
Like,
Can I search-
if this is
I
like
wanna search.
Skyrim, they've got little drawers in them, and they'll have like charcoal,
Yes.
2 gold, like a roll of paper.
A Gideon Bible.
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
A clothes iron, gotta
I'm
figure it
gonna
out.
follow.
For some reason, a horker's tusk. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So as Raja and Terrence go to through the room, you hit what appears to be probably the strongest door that you've seen so far. It's completely wrought iron. It stands 10 foot wide. It stands about 15 feet tall, and there's a precarious keyhole that is in the door.
Do I recognize the keyhole? Say from the key that we just found?
I don't know that you would recognize the keyhole.
I look back at
Okay.
Albus and kind of just gesture toward the keyhole in the door.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey, hey,
Albus.
Bilbo, can you check the door, please?
You sure it's not going to explode on me?
Nope.
Well, I'll take the key and try it myself if you'd prefer.
Yeah. Here, I hand the key
Hand the
and
key.
back up.
Yeah, I love it.
Hand the key to the gold one.
All right, so as you, so as, and actually, Better Duck, Mara, and Muriel do a investigation check. Raja, as you put the key in the door, it slowly opens towards you,
Oh man.
and you look as there is. Give me a second here. You look as what appears to be about a 30-foot staircase. From the bottom of the staircase, you cannot see the top. So within that 30 feet, it probably ascends somewhere about 20 feet. It's
Okay.
very steep, very tall staircase.
I look at Terrence. I'm like, we should get the others before pursuing this any further.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go
Albus,
get them
can
real
you grab
fast.
the others?
All right,
That would be
I run on my short little legs.
And look, when he's serious, he actually calls you Albus.
I get back here. There's
Oh, hello.
stairs over there. So
Oh.
if you're done, we should all get over there just in case.
Did Mara find anything?
So as you kind of rummage around the room, and at this point you're going full drill sergeant on it. You're flipping up mattresses, you're checking under
You
the
found fancy
beds.
clothes.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Miner's boots or something.
Right.
A
You
pickaxe.
find.
A wooden bowl. Sorry.
And a plate.
This is getting better.
You guys find combined from everywhere that you've searched, you find about 12 gold.
Nice.
You find another potion of greater healing.
Okay.
And then, as you shake one of the pillows, and this would be Muriel, as you shake one of the pillows, a ring falls to the ground. It's kind of a gold, outlay with a silver inlay inside of the gold, and what appears to be a small pearl that sits on top of it.
Is this a magical ring?
Pretty.
I don't know.
I'm roll an Arcana to find out. Nat 20.
Hey.
Wasted
It
spell.
definitely
Waste of
has some magical properties to it.
Ooh. Okay.
Can she identify those magical properties?
She can if she wants to use a spell slot.
I can do that. Hang on. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. Where was that? What was that? Yeah, Detect Magic. It's actually a first level, so I will just blow a first level on that. Yep. I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So as you look at it, the pearl almost kind of pulsates a small white light. Looking at it and knowing, you are pretty sure that if you put it on, that you might be able to walk across water.
Ooh.
That's. I mean, we'll see if that comes in handy. I mean, I'll slip it on. water rocket. Add.
It's in your inventory.
Oh, thank you. I added it too.
Now you got two.
Yeah, this is the way. Um,
Kind of
cool.
like my first longsword.
Yeah.
Right.
And Muriel is sorry about delaying that little revelation, but yeah, she's not extremely
That's okay.
forthcoming as an individual.
Okay.
She
So
prefers to come with
Terrence is taking care
solutions.
of it.
and I'm just gonna move you guys because for the sake of time.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing
Alright.
to clear about a music shift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Terrence looks at everybody and says, "Look, after the door, let let Raja and I get to the top of the stairs. Just be ready to catch us if we come down.
Okay.
And then when we say all clear, or we need you quick, come running.
Okie
Everybody
dokie.
good?
Okie.
Okay.
All right. So head up to the top of the stairs.
I guess we're gonna attempt to stealthily go up the stairs.
Yeah. Let's attempt stealth.
Why not?
Why not?
Attempt stealth with their large bodies of armor.
Hey,
Yeah,
we have
fail.
mithril armor, so we
Clay.
no longer have disadvantage on stealth.
That is true.
Of course,
I
we don't
mean-
have advantage on it either.
Hey, I'll
Right.
take regular over disadvantage any day.
Exactly.
True.
So I mean, and quite honestly,
that roll, though?
it's not a it's not a high DC on that. So you guys make your way up the stairs. As you get to the top of the stairs, you can hear talking. You cannot discern anything that anyone is saying. But as you look left and you look right, you immediately see that there are two kind of pathways about actually 15 feet to either of your sides.
I signal the group to come on up.
So you've
Can we
got-
tell which direction the whispering's coming from?
Honestly, as you're kind of standing there, and I'm just gonna have to use a term that your character wouldn't know, but it almost sounds like it's in stereo. It's coming from both sides.
Do we want to split?
I look
You
at
take one
Terrence.
side, I take the other.
I look at Terrence. I hate this idea, but maybe we should each take one room
Yeah. Let's do that.
for the sake of
Terrence
time.
comes over here.
I'll come over here.
So as you look into the room, and now that you're kind of both, yeah, there. Okay, yeah.
Oh, there's no door, is there?
There's not a door.
Oh, crap. If I had realized
So
that.
we're automatically seen.
So as you
Oh.
so as you look in
Oh,
to the
boy.
room, you immediately notice a couple of characters that one that you recognize, two that you recognize. You look and you see that Master Donovan is standing in the back left of the room. He's standing over what appears to be some type of summoning. It looks a lot like what you got the vial out of when you were in
Okay.
his study.
Wait, who is this?
Well, this is the gentleman that was
Oh yeah,
way
we
back
haven't
in
filled
Lord
them in
Storm.
on the back
Okay,
story,
so-
have we?
Yeah.
Alright, so but Alice doesn't recognize.
We thought he was
Wouldn't-
dead.
Okay.
Who are his
Uh,
friends?
So, I guess just a quick recap here. So Master Donovan worked for Lord Storm as his apothecary. You did not find him when you returned to his house when it was on fire and you found his wife dead. Lord Storm's wife, not Master Donovan's. As you searched through his things, you solved a little puzzle, and a vial came kind of twirling out of this circle, which Betterduck actually has on him, and it has been detected that it is basically a vial of pure death.
Yeah.
Might be a good time to use that.
So, as you look in the room, the only other person that you recognize in the room is David. David is the youngest son of Lord Storm, and he actually is laying on the table. There is a gentleman who stands close to 7 foot tall to his left. He is carrying a scythe-like weapon with a glowing orb of, really don't know. It's just a glowing orb that's in his hand. There are two other hooded figures that stand in the room. Both of them have white masks covering their faces. They're the ones that you hear the talking coming from. As you get closer to the door, you realize that it is not talking that they're doing. It is actually chanting that they're doing. One stands over the bodies of what you can only assume are the people that have been sacrificed so far, while the other stands in the middle of a summoning circle, flanked by what appears to be some type of portal. There is one other person in the room. He's in the upper right of the room. He is chained to the wall and appears to be probably about 10 or 11. And, alright, what you guys want to do? Because since you really couldn't see and you didn't know there wasn't a door there, I'll say that for now they haven't seen you.
Um.
Hold on. So
Well,
sorry, I just want to clear because I'm writing down the notes. And I want to make sure I got it clear. There's there's the youngest son of the Lord Storm on a table.
Yep.
There's Lord Storm's
Apothecary.
what was his name?
That is Master Donovan.
All right, and then you said two like cultists.
Yep.
All right, and one guy chained to the wall.
Yep. And one guy with a big scythe that you have no clue who he is.
Right
Well,
there.
I think he's friendly.
Sure. Upon seeing all this, Terrence will, because he sees the nephew, can't remember his name all of a sudden.
David.
He sees him, and I'm going over to this guy to attack and stop him.
Is Raja or Terrence going to like?
Tell the party what's happening?
Yeah.
We kind of just see what's going on and draw our swords. Like Terrence draws his sword, I flame mine on. For my part,
Hopefully, you guys figure out.
For my part, I want to run in and cast a second level spell, Scorching Ray. And I am going, Scorching Ray, I can, 3 rays are gonna essentially fly out of the palm of my hand, and is gonna attack this guy, another one's gonna attack this guy, and a third is gonna attack this guy.
Nice.
To kind of quit the chanting and hopefully essentially throw the scythe guy off from attacking young David on the table.
Alright, so we've got one beam going that way, we've got one beam going that way, and we got one beam going that way, right?
Wow, that was good.
Yes,
Right.
and each one will be a 2d6.
Alright, is there any saving throw to this, or is this just, you get to do it?
This is an attack roll. Straight up attack roll, essentially.
Alright, go ahead and roll that.
So for the what I'm unclear about this in the instructions. The instructions say you get 3 rays, each are 2d6 worth of damage. But I don't know if I'm supposed to roll the attack 3 times, or if I'm only supposed to roll it once.
What spell is it? The Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray.
I would think you would just roll damage 3 times.
Yeah, you would think, but it is an attack roll. I get a +6 to this attack roll.
Let's see. You create 3 rays of fire. Live on a target within range. You can hold them at one target or several. Make range attack for each. Okay, so you're basically rolling attack for each of the rays,
For each ray, so it is
for
3
each
times.
ray, right? So you're going to make a total of 3 rolls to attack, and then 3 separate 2d6 rolls.
All right. So the first attack, a 10. That's probably not going to work.
10 does not hit.
Okay. That would have been on the chanter closest to me.
Okay.
Second attack is going to go on the guy on with the scythe. That's definitely not going to hit. Wow,
That
this is
does
a
not
waste
hit.
of spell.
So you missed one.
And for the second chanter,
with the other.
wow, really?
Oof.
Wow.
Okay,
And
now
so
we're back.
Raja just put on a light show.
You
and
did,
at
and it was
best
amazing.
Distracted everybody.
This is a Guns N' Roses concert.
It
I'm here
is.
for
That's
it.
exactly what it has become. Yeah, so as Raja, as you run in, maybe you ran in a little too fast and didn't plant your feet well enough, but you
Something.
shot once, shot twice, shot a third time, and missed. Master Donovan in the back corner just kind of looks around. Get
Everyone's
them!
distracted at this point.
Mordek, destroy them!
Uh-oh.
And then-
Okay, so
Sorry,
Terrence has already gotten up to his guy.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Do I get an attack?
Yeah. So make your. So basically, what I'm doing, because you guys just bolted in, I'm giving you two basically surprise attacks. And Terrence, once you're done,
Okay.
We'll go on and roll initiative.
Okay. So I cast the second spell of Searing Smite because I know by now my other one is worn off. Not to mention I only have a regular longsword. So this is I attack coming down with that one
You definitely hit.
for yeah, okay, with a 1 die 8 plus 3 4. So I just barely nick them. And then that should be a 2 die 6 because it's a second spell. So plus 6 more searing damage.
All right. So 10 points of damage, which I'll have to write down and give to him once combat actually starts. All right. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo.
Gosh.
Oh, and I get to make notes in my book.
Hey.
Oh,
Facebook.
22 for my initiative.
Well, good. You get another attack.
8.
And 22
Ooh,
for
Mara got
Mara.
22.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Mara, you're
with a-
muted
with a
if you didn't
Give me
know.
just a second here.
Oh, sorry. I said, woo, natty 20.
Ooh.
Who natty 20? What?
Mara.
My initiative roll.
Oh,
Not
nice.
a waste, but you know, whatever. It's fine.
Hey, you might be going first.
I only got a 9.
I would hope she's going first with a nat 20.
Yeah, really. And I hope you get 3 more.
Me too.
I mean, so long as we break with their concentration. So they can't progress their
Well, I'm
chanting.
curious if Raj's light show stopped them from chanting or not.
Master Dawn. All right, perfect. All right. So yeah. So as you run in and just kind of take everybody off guard, you immediately slash at Mordek and you hit him with taking 10 points of damage. He just kind of stands unaffected. As you take the swing, he immediately looks down at your hand that you noticed was kind of burned with that black and blue, and just very subtly says, "I see that my sword has started to claim another."
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's a
So you
big
do
baddie.
realize this is going to make Terrence mad.
He's a big baddie.
So, all right, let's see. Mara, you are up. And I'm going to be doing a lot of things here, so just kind of bear with me because there's going to be a lot of stuff left and right, plus some RP going on. So, Mara, you go do what you want to do. Um, just kind of let me know. So
I see
as
no one me up.
as Mordek looks at Terrence and says what he says, David. Let's see. David, kind of still alive, kind of looks over and. Wait a minute. Father gave that sword to the paladin. Brother? It just kind of passes back out.
Oh my.
Well, at least there's one innocent party in all this.
So Mara's gonna just like go through the door and find the first baddie that she sees and is gonna continue with her whack-a-mole.
Alright. Whack-a-mole him.
I love her whack-a-mole.
Oh, dirty 20. You definitely hit him.
Nice.
Dirty 20, heck yeah. Alright, let's see.
I'll take a dirty 20 over a natural 1 any day.
Right.
Boom. And for 9 damage, and then she's gonna hit again. Hopefully. Heck yeah.
Nice.
What a good night for Mara.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Max damage.
Nice. So
love
as
that.
you whack-a-mole him the first time, it kind of drops him down a little bit. The second time, you catch him as he kind of raises his head up to look at you. You crack his faceplate and it opens up, and you see a human figure behind the mask.
Whoa.
And he is definitely hurt. Alright, Raja, you're up.
Okay. Well, since my surprise attack didn't really work for Nothing But a Light show, I am going to just move over to this guy and whack at him. Hopefully roll better.
Once, twice, 3 times a bad guy.
Yes.
18?
It definitely hits him.
Alright, so... 15 total on that for damage on that. 11 fire, 4 physical. And second attack,
An
11
11
points.
unfortunately misses. So as you hit him with the first one, kind of sear through his cloth armor. You go to swing at him the second time, and he's just able to kind of quickly dodge out of your way.
Okay.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Next is Mara's cultist. He is going to. Let's see here. He is going to take a stab at Mara with a dirty 20. So Mara, you will take 5 points of piercing damage on his first strike. And you will take... So you will take 15 total damage from his dagger attack.
Oh no, Mara's busy.
And that is his turn. Albus, you were up.
Okay. Albus is going to go over here and just kind of peek around the corner. And sees that cultist is that Terrence or Raja?
Raja.
Raja.
Okay, that Raja is at, and he's just gonna take a couple deep breaths, spin around, and do a firebolt at him. Natural one.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Duck, Raja.
Friend.
Good thing Raja's resistant to fire.
Amen.
Raja, make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Oops.
13.
Let's see. So you beat his hit. So as Albus comes around the corner, takes his breath. You probably should have only taken one because that second one I think got to him a little bit.
Little lightheaded, yeah.
Stretches out his
A
hands,
little bit, got a little lightheaded.
he fires a bolt, and it
Right
it just streams right by Raja and explodes on this column.
Oh, sorry. He ducks around the corner again.
Better Duck, you're up.
Raja pays no attention.
Okay, so Better Duck is going to run around the corner and takes all his glance, but then sees Master Donovan in the corner. And he's going to, in his stubby little kobold, come around the corner, yell out. Unfortunately, it's as far as I can go. And he's going to cast Sacred Flame at Master Donovan.
Okay.
We're just trying to burn these people up.
DC 14.
I mean, fire purifies all.
Amen.
No, I think I broke it. Let's see. Master Donovan.
Dex 14, I should say.
Give me just a second here. It keeps crashing on me when I'm trying to go into his.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
30. Yep, that's 30 feet where he is right now.
That's too long ago.
So he's not going to dash. He would have dashed if he could have, but he wanted to get ahead in.
That's Mordexorus. Master Donovan. Okay, alright, I can deal with this. Alright, bear with me for just 1 second.
No worries.
Alright, so he has to make a
DC 14 Dex save.
dex save. And he does make the save with the 16.
Okay, so he dodges out of the way as the fire, this sacred flame just blazes past him, but there's a little blue cobalt that has Master Donovan's number, and he is going for him. And
I
that
would
is,
smile.
So it leaves your hands, fires across, just barely misses him.
I love the effect.
And that's too cool. That effect is too cool.
Yeah.
No. Alright, so this
I'm
is
in
where
trouble,
things
aren't I?
get a bit interesting. So Mordek looks over at Terrence and again whispers to him. Well, not even whisper, it's more of a chilling death voice, if you will.
Don't love that.
Like the
Your downfall. And he is actually going to use. So he typically would get 3 actions on his move. He will be using his legendary action. I need everybody
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
to make
Hmm.
a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Even
God.
Albus, who's outside the room around the corner.
Actually, the only two that don't are Muriel and Albus.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
Because
good. I got a nat
not my
20.
strong suit.
All right, and who is this? Who is this again? This is
This is Mordek.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 12.
12 as well.
Alright, so you guys have to bear with me for just a second because.
Because we're about to get.
The AoE hits us, so we all take X amount of necrotic damage.
Actually, surprisingly, no. Alright, so. Actually, every single one of you made the save.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
So-
we were 15.
So Mordek takes his scythe, whispers a word, and slams it down into the ground of the cavern. The ground itself begins to shake, and the entire ceiling in the back left of the room begins to crumble and fall. And as it does, you can see that after climbing the 20 feet up the stairs and also being where you're at now, that from within the mountain, Mordek has actually opened up the entirety of the top of the mountain. He literally brought a mountain down on you.
Oof.
Oh, wonderful.
You had a
Just
map
make
ready
sure
for this too.
Just to make sure it did it right, you should now be seeing another room that looks fairly similar, but things are wrecked.
oh.
Just a bit.
Oh, my stars, yeah.
Yikes.
Perfect. Hey,
Oh.
my deadline's up now.
Okay, well.
We lost our turn order though.
And
How's the rest of his little minions doing? Did they?
Did they?
actually,
did
now
they-
that you ask, that's a good point. Hold on, we'll find out.
I was gonna say, did they have to make saving throws?
Everybody in the room would. So the cultist,
Oh.
one saves, one doesn't. The one that does not save is the one that Raja is fighting. He takes 19 points of crushing damage.
Oh.
And is basically squished like a bug. He is dead.
You got him, Raja.
Cool.
Good job.
So as the cavern begins to fall around you, one of the boulders kind of comes screaming down. This cultist kind of looks up for a brief moment and just says, "Shit," and and it's completely smashed. All right, let's see. So next would be, let's see, other cultists. No, wait, that one's dead. I did the wrong one. That one's still alive. All right, perfect. So that would be the one that's dead. So Terrence, you are up.
Well, good. So,
Have we skipped Celia?
no, she's actually after Terrence.
I'm glad you still have the turn order because we don't.
No, I don't.
I don't, I just remember it. My searing smite should still be in effect.
How about now? Do you have the turn order now?
No.
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 So I swing with my longsword. That
Feeling
hit.
a little dejected about it.
There aren't currently any tokens on this page. Oh, okay.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. Okay, that gives me 4 points of damage there, and 2 die 6. Six, so 10 points of damage on my first attack.
Alrighty.
And so of course I'm gonna come back and swing from the other side again. Whoops, wrong one. I'm sorry. That was the damage. There we go. An 18, so 24 hits. There's my that one plus. So 15 more points. So 25 points total of damage.
Nice.
Okey-dokey. Do, 21.
And he's probably just ticked off now.
He's not happy.
I can imagine. But I got him.
You did. That you did. Alright. Muriel, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bane at first level to hit all 3 of our current target enemies.
Okay.
And they all 3 need to make charisma saving throws, please.
Alrighty. Let's see. Charisma. One definitely succeeds with a natural 20. So the cultist has the natural 20.
Okay.
Mordic has a 6, and Master Donovan has a 13.
Nope. So 2 fail, 1 pass.
Yeah.
They are now debuffed a D4 on attacks and saving throws.
Okay.
And I'm going to quicken spell Tasha's Mind Whip on which one looks the most hurt? I'm gonna hit the scythe one. He sounds like I need to take him down a peg. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw with a negative D4 due to Bane.
Alrighty. You said intelligence?
Please.
Alright. 19.
With the minus D4?
Well, no, not the D4 yet. 17.
Okay, so let's see. Make sure he doesn't take half damage. Nope. He takes no damage, so Tasha's Mind Whip doesn't work on him, but he is still Bane. And that is my turn. I'm going to move into, just right here, long enough to do that, and then I'm going to move back into the hallway a bit. I don't want to be within...
Not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't want to be within striking distance of these fools.
Terrence isn't that smart.
I'm going to use the restroom, but y'all continue. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Alright, so Master Donovan is up.
There's a restroom in here?
Sorry.
It's down the other hall.
That's
Muriel
right.
goes into the hallway.
Alright, so Master Donovan, he is going to shoot out 2 shadow bolts. His first one he's going to fire at Betterduck. His second he is going to fire at Terrence. Let's see here. So he needs to do a... Sorry, I have to... It's not giving me my page, so I have to be on 2 separate pages. So he needs to roll that. And he misses Terrence.
I hope he misses Betterduck.
And he misses Betterduck. With his third attempt, with his third action, he is going to fire out a tentacle. He is going to fire that at... let's see, what's the range on it? Tentacles, 5 to 30. So he's going to fire that at Mara. So let's do 20 with 4. And he actually has a natural one. So as he fires his tentacle, which would have typically grasped, he actually catches one of the boulders and immediately kind of snaps back on him and smacks him. And he will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the rock that comes back and hits him in the face.
That's what he gets for trying to shoot through his buddy.
Hey, Brandon. Just out
Yes.
of curiosity, I know that I got cursed with necrotic damage.
Hmm.
Is that a disease?
It is not.
Okay. Because
And
I just
you
realized I have defense against that as well.
and I will and I will say that as you've been swinging your other sword, you have not noticed any other effects from that wound
Okay.
or anything like that. So with that, back
But
up to the
I
top
did
of the
hear.
order, and Mara, you're up.
Alright, so at this point, Mara's gonna, like, get enraged. And she's gonna whack at this dude again.
All right, go for it.
15?
15 hits.
Okay.
Question: do we still have advantage on hit attack
No.
dice, or
No, I haven't screamed yet.
Nope. So with 12 points of damage, Mara, you come back over your head to whack him only one more time. You catch him dead center of the forehead and watch as the rest of the mask just cracks open, basically just showing a human face. It's a man in his probably mid to late 30s, small beard, who now has a perfect crack down the middle of his face as he falls over dead.
That's mildly terrifying.
Well,
Can I
that's what
use
happens when you
my-
whack-a-mole everything.
Huh?
So it's what happens when you whack-a-mole things.
Yeah, it's true. Can I use the rest of my turn to, like, run up to I don't know how to do the circle thingy. Black guy up here. On the
Here?
left? Yeah.
Yes, you've got your full movement.
Okay.
and second attack?
Oh, do I still get
And
to
second
attack?
attack. Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, that works out, because she's kind of mad at this guy, too. Very mad at this guy.
He did try to
Does 13
hit you with a tentacle.
A 13 does not hit.
Dang.
Nope. So as you rush at him in your anger with rage in your eyes, you take a swing at Master Donovan. He just kind of smirks at you as he steps to the side. It says, "You're gonna have to do a lot better than that, young lady."
He's just fueling my fire, my rage.
From the hallway, I yell, I wouldn't call her young lady. I really wouldn't do that.
All right, Raja, you're up.
Alright, so now that my enemy has been crushed by falling debris, I am gonna move over here. Is this a standable spot? Kind of at the head of the table,
Yeah,
to the side of what's his name?
that would be David.
No, this guy.
Oh, that would be Mordek.
Mordak. Am I in a position where I can go ahead and attack him?
You are.
Okay, well before I attack, I am gonna do Blade Ward as my cantrip.
Okay.
And then as bonus action for that, I am going to attack. So, now that's what I'm talking about.
You definitely hit him.
Yeah. Those are the rolls we need.
Right? Come on, big numbers. Okay. Total of 13 points damage. We got 8 fire and 5 physical for the first attack. Second attack, 22.
Definitely hit him.
Ooh.
A little higher.
7 physical, 5 fire for 12 total on that one. So
All right, so
25 total, I believe.
So as you as you stab through kind of this, so as you're closer to Morik, you now realize that there's a disfigured man that's under this hood. It's actually not a full face skull. You can see that it's actually almost like a cowl that's been over his face. As your sword rips through just below kind of his almost collarbone area, it shoots through him and begins to erupt in flames. His entire body starts starts burning. And as he does, as he falls to the ground with his last breath, so to speak, he looks at Terrence and says, "Remember what I told you." And his body goes completely limp. Mordecai is down.
Boy.
So, let's see. Albus, you were up, and as you kind of get yourself into position, I'm going to act out some more things. So, Master Donovan, seeing that Mordecai is down, he just lets out this bellowing laugh. And it says, "You mortals really think that you can defeat me, don't you?"
Yes, yes, I do,
That is
Master.
kind of how we feel. Yeah.
Muriel's like, we're doing a pretty good
Is
job.
that this one? Is that this one over here?
No,
That's
that is this one here that laughs.
okay.
What's
That's
your
like the
move,
top that died,
mortals?
remarkable.
We've defeated your minions. You are next. You're the only one left standing.
Minions come and go. I can make more, just like I made his brother into Mordek.
That's what he meant.
Raj is like, what?
The boy on the table looked over at him and called him brother. It's his sword that I have that's cursed.
And yes, Mira, the one in the top right is chained.
I thought so.
The one that went. Oh wait, no. Better Duck wouldn't know that. Never mind.
All right. So Albus, he just had the mountain come down on him. He's heard screams and blasts. So he's freaking out a little bit. He is going to cast greater invisibility on himself. So he is visible, and he's going to scuttle up. Real fast. Is this here like an altar? Right there.
It is. It's an altar. It stands about 3 foot tall. You would barely be able to see over it.
Okay. So he's going to scuttle around and go and kind of hide behind that there, right there. And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points for another spell. And looking around, seeing this creepy guy over here is going to cast Firebolt at him.
Okay.
17.
17 does hit.
Okay, so he rolls max damage 18. Not max damage.
Almost max damage.
Almost 18. I thought it was for a second, but yeah, 18.
Perfect. So you watch as Albus fires this.
They don't see anything.
Ooh. That's right.
So looking over, this bolt of flame just shoots out of what almost appears to be the altar. Smacks into Donovan on his left shoulder and kind of kicks him back a little bit. He quickly just kind of rubs the flame off of his shoulder, and he is still upright. He just kind of he grimaces a little bit from the initial shock of it, but then begins to grin again.
Not for long.
Better Duck, you are up.
Okay. So first, Bardock is going to run. I'm guessing the area behind Master Donovan is just a bunch of rubble. Back here?
It's a bunch of rubble. Nothing too tall. Maybe 1 foot, 2 foot tall. Kind of boulders that have come down, but definitely nothing as big as like what would be maybe in the hallway here or further up.
Okay, he is going to run up and get behind Master Donovan. As he runs up, he's going to yell at him, casting my second Draconic Cry as a bonus action.
Okay.
Let's see how long you smile. And I note I also now get advantage on attack rolls against him. And he's going to take his +1 mace and a bit of black energy is going to start coalescing around it, and he's going to go for one of the kneecaps. So first, because I get advantage,
Pull a Jack Bauer.
good thing I have advantage. Inflict wounds. Oh, man. Even with advantage, shoot.
Neither of those hit.
Oh.
Wow.
No.
And that was a 3rd level spell slot I just burned.
Oh, that hurts.
So as you go to hit Donovan, he just kind of lifts his legs as you swing, and he turns back around, smirks, and says, "Ah, yes, the small blue one. Not much to worry about."
Oh.
Curse you.
Taking that, you little.
I had to. That always stinks when you.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you talk about the word like that.
Terrence, you're up.
Terrence saunters over, because I like that word.
You will get. Just know you also get advantage on attack rolls against him until my next turn.
Okay.
Anyone who attacks him now has advantage on him.
Sick.
Okay.
With on attack
So,
rolls.
On
Thank
attack
you,
rolls.
Jeffrey.
I had this figured out and then I just kind of forgot. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I do that constantly.
Yeah. There's a channel divinity. I'm trying to understand what that does. What that allows me to do.
You're gonna do the thing where you basically make him vulnerable to damage.
Okay, so if I cast that,
Mhm.
I make him vulnerable to damage.
Which means he takes double
Now
whatever
that-
his next hit is.
Okay, so that's
Path of the
is
Grave.
that one of my actions?
Yeah.
It's one action.
Would that be an action or? Okay.
Yes, that
So
would
then
be
my next-
that would be one of your 2 actions.
Okay. Well, then I do that, and my next one is to. Did I hit?
A 15 does not hit him.
Oh.
Oh.
You are have advantage. You
course.
do have advantage.
Oh, what's the advantage?
Roll twice. Take the
Better
higher.
Duck used his
that's right.
kobold.
Draconic Cry.
Oh. Ooh. An 8. No.
No.
I thought it was
Nope.
20.
Dang it.
These dice are hard to read.
Right? Alright. Muriel, let's see if your dice are any better.
Dang. I don't know if I can beat that, guys.
So does he take double the damage on just the next hit, or is that just not a thing now?
He would not. If Muriel hits, he does not take double damage.
Oh,
That was only for mine.
oh, sad.
Well, actually,
day.
it's the next time you or an ally of yours hits.
Oh.
So it's the next
So you would
hit.
take double.
Oh, the next hit.
Would it be melee or spell damage?
Path of the Grave. Next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack.
Okay.
So either or.
All right.
So make it a good one.
Yeah, no joke, no joke. Okay, when I played a grave cleric, I was only ever on the distributing end of this. I've never been on the benefiting
Receiving them.
end of this. So, let me think. This kind of changes what I was trying to do. Sorry. Um, oh gosh, no pressure. Uh, I'm gonna try to mind with him again.
Okay.
So, Nope, I rolled damage accidentally. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. Let's see.
And he wasn't baned, correct? He succeeded.
Was he the one that succeeded?
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait, no.
Yes.
Oh, he's baned, so he gets a negative D4 as well.
The cultist was the one that succeeded. He doesn't. He rolled a 3. He doesn't save.
Okay. He takes 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
He has to pick his action, bonus action, or movement in the next turn. He cannot have.
Oh,
he can
okay,
only
it's that one. Got it.
Yeah, he can only have one of the 3, and he. I failed to say this. He can't take and he can't take reactions.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm still reading. On a successful save. Okay, so that was my action. And I'm gonna quicken spell. Wait, that was 9. It would be doubled to 18.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because of the...
Yep.
Okay, so that's 18 psychic
Alright.
damage. And
So now the curse is over.
yes, sorry. I wish I could have done more with it. I apologize.
No, that's
All right.
good. That's good.
Better than what I did.
Stop that.
There's next time.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna toll the dead. He needs to make a wisdom save, and I'm using a quicken spell on that.
Okay.
It's my last sorcery point, unless I spend a bonus action.
Whopping natural 1.
All right. Well, he takes 2d12 on top of that.
Because it's a natural 1, do 2d12 plus a d6.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
All right. So that's 10 damage on the die plus a d6, 5. So 15 plus 18 in my round, and I am going to move back into the hall.
Was that 10
33 points.
2d12 or 1d12?
It's 2d12 at my level.
Oh.
It's 2d8 if the creature I'm attacking has not taken damage, but since he's been well seasoned already by you guys, they're d12s. So that is my turn.
Alright. Donovan, with his singular attack, is going to take his staff that he has in his hand, and he is going to try to impale Mara.
Lord. Bad touch.
Yikes.
He misses with an 8.
Haha.
Back up to the top. Mara, you were up.
I laugh at him and I whack him over the head. No, I don't.
Advantage.
The
Advantage.
first one does not hit.
Advantage.
Yeah,
Oh, I get
roll,
advantage.
roll
That's
with
right.
advantage.
Okay, hold on. Let me try that again then. By the 15.
You're getting closer, but that one misses too.
Dang it.
Okay. Technically 2 more tries.
Yeah.
Dang.
That one.
1 more.
Wow.
Come on, big money. No, that's the.
No.
Stupid.
How?
Oh my word.
How?
It's because I said I was rolling good and now I roll bad.
You jinxed yourself.
You did. All right.
You need to throw those dice away.
It's hard to put
Yeah.
virtual dice in dice jail.
Right.
I know,
Exactly.
right?
It is.
Raja, you are up. Yeah, I'm
All right,
changing
well-
out my D&D Beyond dice after how it's rolled tonight.
Right. So
Same.
I'm gonna move up and just attack. So
Okay.
and thank goodness for
Advantage.
advantage. Come on. 18.
You just hit him.
Ooh.
Gosh.
This is a mage?
This is a mage.
Okay. For 11 total on that one. Second attack. I'll hit.
There you go. We need a nat 20 in here.
I know, right? For 13 more, so total of 24 for my round.
All right.
Muriel yells from the hall, "Not bad, not bad."
Right?
You know, you're learning. You're picking it up quickly, Raja.
All right. Albus, you were up.
Ever the encourager.
Yeah, that's Muriel in a nutshell. It's a backhanded compliment.
Right?
Albus is going to peek over. He's going to cast Magic Missile at level 3. I think that's just. Do I have to roll a spell attack? Or,
Nope. Let's see. At level 3, you do.
so it's 5 darts.
roll- Yeah, so you're gonna do. So it's 3, 4. So it's 5 missiles. So roll 5 d4s.
Okay, so
Woo!
5. Five, 10, 14, 18. Nope, sorry. I need to check that. 'Cause it's,
Rolling a lot of 5s.
yeah, like
I
wait
was
a
gonna
second.
say I count 25 right there.
Yeah, I was like that can't be right, but yeah, no, it is 25.
You did. Wow. So you
Nice
just
job.
literally perfectly rolled
Holy crap!
5
in a row.
I can't believe that.
What are
Wow.
the chances?
We're watching this.
So
Looks
as
like
you
we're
watch,
watching this
still from
happen.
this invisible, you see as 5 quick missiles shoot out from the backside of this altar, all landing their mark on Donovan for 25.
Just slamming into his breastplate. Bam, bam, bam.
Get it out.
So as this happens, Donovan kind of shifts himself backwards.
Opportunity attacks?
Not opportunity attacks. All of a sudden, you see him kind of go down almost to his knees. And you watch as his back arches in probably one of the most unnatural ways that you've ever seen.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I told you, you cannot destroy me.
Oh, goody.
Rah.
Great.
Why is there a Latin choir starting?
I hear Gregorian chants. Should there be Gregorian chants?
Aw. I hear nothing.
Oh, I don't hear the music. I'm making a joke.
Yeah, I'm making
Oh.
a joke too. It's this.
Oh, okay. For a moment, I thought you guys were actually being serious.
No, no, no. What if
So
we
is
ever
there should be a pop-up on your screens right now, is there?
No.
pop-up of what?
Oh, that's very disappointing that that didn't work.
I'm sorry.
Some music is kicking in.
Yeah.
I hear either wind or growling of monsters.
I hear the wind of growling monsters.
Yes.
All right.
I
So
hear
since
I hear monsters breaking wind.
since it didn't work like it was supposed to, everyone check in your journal right now, and there should be a.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Oh
oh,
no.
Okay.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
there it
no.
is.
Oh.
Oh no.
oh
This
boy.
looks like
He's about
a
to turn into a
dragon?
mother trucking dragon, isn't he?
Oh, great. This is not the way I wanted it
Albus
to
is
be.
just going, Holy Basil, Holy Basil, Holy Basil!
So
Raja is
Okay.
smiling a
so
little
as
bit.
you're standing,
What?
Great.
you
Is
you
this a black
watch
dragon?
as this black fade rolls over Donovan's face. His mouth and face begin to elongate.
I told you, you would not defeat me.
And as he finishes his transformation, in front of you stands
Please don't say adult. Please don't say adult. Please don't say adult.
a very large black dragon. Um, so
Which, by the way, is like the arch enemy of Terrence.
Awesome.
Well, he's no friend of gold dragons either.
Or blue
No. Well,
tieflings.
that's why he's Terrence's. Terrence absolutely can't stand black dragons.
so as you see this transformation happen before your eyes, and he's basically roaring at you. You feel his wings start to flap as it pushes. Let's see, 5, 10, 5, 10, 10, 5, 10. So just from the sheer force of his wings pushing through the room, it pushes all of you back by 10 feet. He then turns to what has been opened by Mordek and begins to fly away.
Heck no.
Ah.
Curse you!
As well, all right. So as you, all right, I'm gonna do this just for the sake of time because I know it's after 10, and for that I apologize. But we got into combat, and I didn't figure you guys.
Oh,
would
this
let
has
it
been
break it up.
fun.
No, I'll survive. Yeah.
All right. So as all of you make your way out.
Wait for me.
top.
Wait for me.
Oh shoot! Yeah,
There you
sorry,
go.
Meryl.
It's okay. It's okay. I was
Oh.
hiding.
Where's my map? Where's my map? Where's my map? Map. There it is.
Definitely want to go back.
Actually, no, that is not the one. Shoot. Bear with
So
me just
we're
a
at the
second.
top of the mountain at this point.
I'll come back in for the kids later.
Sorry, I thought I'd drug over the new map, but I did not. So bear with me.
That's okay. You only have about 80 tabs open right now.
16, close.
Oh.
Can hear the dragon breathing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
right?
Cinematic.
Someone is having very conflicted feelings at the moment.
Oh my.
Yay, it all fit. Cool. All right. Move you over.
There we go.
Oh,
So
Oh,
as
that
you
is awesome.
as you stand
that's
basically here where I'm pinging, as the mountain has been ripped open by Mordek's
My
cave
gosh.
in, you watch as the dragon makes his way across the Echo Shores, spewing flames from his mouth that consumes the majority of what you can see at Storm Hollow and the land surrounding it. Uh,
No.
you
Wait,
can
Oh
where are
man.
we?
you
Sorry.
are
Oh,
here
we're over
basically.
here,
Yeah.
so we just see. Okay,
Yeah.
we see
So from
ash and
there,
fire.
you can, yeah, you're looking down as it, you know, basically just burns throughout the kingdom.
Hmm.
I was trying to see if I had.
Did we just cause this?
I don't
No.
think we caused it. But can you fly?
I cannot. I wish.
Because that would be helpful.
For
So,
moments like this, I wish.
right. So as you watch, very,
But
very faintly, probably about as far as your eyes can actually see, you notice another town far in the distance. For some of you that are familiar with this area, you know it as Wild Rest. For those of you that don't, you just know it as another city being burned before the dragon completely makes his way um, out of your sight. Uh, and ladies and gentlemen, that's where we will end tonight.
oh.
Ah.
My.
I was just picturing
I
the
like
end
it.
of Desolation of Smaug, just Bilbo going, "What have we done?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Albus, I do want to note that Albus did not move from the altar. Like when the dragon flew away,
Yeah.
he kind of went into the fetal position for a little bit. And like if you when you guys go back, you'll probably the invisibility spell will have worn off by then. You'll probably see him. He's like in serious shock right now. So
I can just picture Donovan as he's flying, being like, "I am death."
Yeah. All
Basically,
I can think of is
yeah.
Terrence right now is so mad because he didn't get a chance to fight this dragon.
Hmm.
That's all that's consuming him right now
You'll get your
because it's the
chance.
black dragon.
Can I return to the room and give Albus a crit candy and comfort him a little bit and try to get the kids free?
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
get the-
If you guys have time, we can certainly do that.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I don't have a whole lot more time, but
I
would
can
like
make
to
a little
at
more
least do that.
time.
I'm yelling for Albus because I don't see your token on the map. Albus, you're gonna have to drop
Albus is up
invisibility
here.
for me to find you. Ah, there you are, darling. Here, have a cream saver.
Have a crit treat,
Yes,
crit
a,
candy.
yes, a crit candy.
I want to, well, obviously checking on David, but I also want to investigate the scythe that I can't remember his name.
Mordek.
Mordek was wielding.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll for that?
Do an investigation because I don't believe. Let me look at something.
13.
Because you're not proficient in Arcana, so you couldn't even.
Nope.
You could do an Arcana check if you want, but it's not going to do any good. So from a 13, there's.
Can I at least tell
it's,
whether or not it's magical? Or
Can
has
Can I grant him advantage by assisting?
You could, but it's not going to do any good. With him
Gotcha.
not being proficient in Arcana, he's not going to be able to tell whether it's magical or not.
I'm proficient.
From looking at it, you can tell that it is just with the 13, because of how the scythe looks, you can tell it is a very well crafted scythe. Yeah.
While this is happening, Baradak is looking at this portal that's in the corner of the room, just
Yeah.
seeing what he can glean from it.
Thank you, Brandon.
I'm at least gonna pick up the scythe. uh, see if anybody else wants to examine it, or if
I'll wave a hand at it and cast Detect Magic. What do I see?
Alright, so, the scythe that you are looking at, it is definitely magical. Um, it. Actually, I'm gonna go talk to Muriel for a second. Hello.
Hello again. I'm moving again.
Hello again. Let's see, because I was not expecting to have to deal with the fucking scythe tonight.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
That was a great setup for like our nemesis.
Did you like that?
That was pretty good stuff. Not gonna lie.
And it actually played out basically like exactly how I had planned it. Other than Terrence actually putting the sword in the bag.
Right. Well, how rare a privilege that a DM's plans go off without a hitch.
Oh, I know. No, completely. All right. So the scythe is a. It is basically it's a +1 item, a lot like that sword that he had. But go on and let them know that it is definitely a cursed weapon.
How do you spell scythe? With an E?
I think so.
Scythe. Scythe. Got it. Scythe is a +1 weapon, magical, and what was the other property?
It is just like the sword was. It is cursed with dark necrotic magic. So basically, scream at him to drop it.
haven't
All right.
used it. Yep, I'm going to drop it.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
I just read the notes in the chat. That's so great.
I'm going to drop it. I'm dropping the staff, the scythe.
Alright. So as you drop it, you kind of look at your hands just to make sure that there's nothing there. You don't detect anything there, nor did Muriel pick anything up. I will say, for the sake of time, that remember that anything goes in the bag of holding is within its own dimension and can't curse you.
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag
Yeah,
right now.
because
yeah.
we
Let's
don't want
put it in the bag of
someone
holding.
we don't want someone else grabbing it and getting cursed. So
Although, if Better Duck prays and receives the blessing of his god to remove curses, we could reasonably remove the curses from these weapons. I believe that is an aspect.
It removes the curse
Okay.
from the holder, not the weapon.
Isn't there one that does?
Probably one that's much more higher than we currently have access to.
Fair point.
But there are cities, and we have gold.
yes.
true.
So
Well,
we will take them with us and visit that
Yeah.
option down the road.
I feel like we should destroy them. We shouldn't worry about decursing them if that's the case.
We can do that too. Either way, we just don't want
Yeah.
someone else to end up with these
But
But then
curses.
we got to find out how to destroy them correctly.
Okay.
That's true. Alright,
So,
so
Brandon,
David,
can you?
Can I release the kid in the corner?
yes, yeah. So as he releases, he kind of comes to. He's kind of been out for the most part, kind of in and out.
He sees a
Kinda
blue
looks-
tiefling with silver
Kind
eyes.
of looks around and is immediately greeted by this blue tiefling, and he's kind of shocked a little bit. And again, kind of like everybody else that you guys meet, he's like, "Hey, who are you people?"
You know,
Are you
I really
Michael?
wish people would have heard of us.
I know, the Holy Rollers need to have a song or something. I take a
Yeah.
page from Albus's book from the last room we were in and say, we are here to help. We're here to free you and get you home. And I free him.
Okay. So as
We need to
he-
start singing and the Saints go marching in every time we go somewhere.
Right. So as his hands kind of come down from being hooked in, he kind of rubs at his wrist, and he looks over at Raja because he heard a question being asked, and he says, "Yes, I am Michael."
Hmm. You'll be happy to know that your sister is safe.
She, she survived.
She not only survived, but she was able to get us, tell us what happened, and hence is why we were able to find you.
Oh, thank goodness. So he just kind of buries his face into his hands and just just kind of sits down, slides down the wall, just overjoyed to hear that his sister is alive. The last thing that he would have seen prior to being knocked out was goblins all over the place. So
I pat him awkwardly on the shoulder, give him a crit candy, and wander towards the portal with Better Duck.
okay.
Wow, you're fast.
As you kind of finally get David loose, he rolls to his right and looks down at the body of Mordek. Kind of somberly, quietly says, "Rest easy, brother. Rest easy."
Terrence reaches over and touches him and says, "I'm sorry. I heard you call him your brother, but he was lost."
Make a
Persuasion?
yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. That's a hard word.
I know. Wow.
Mm.
Kind of came out a little harsher than I thought, maybe.
Just that last part.
Just the last part.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. What was the roll?
It's an 11.
It's an 11.
Yeah.
So he kind of grimaces and looks up at you from the bed and kind of straightens himself up and says, "He might have been lost, but I didn't see you try to help him."
Muriel mutters under his breath. Fair point.
And I tell him, "You're right. It was there's nothing I could do. Nothing that I could see to do." Do I hit persuasion again?
No. Nope. Actually, this is actually a good place to call it for the evening.
Okay.
So we can do like the rest of the room searches quickly next week, and then
Okay.
yeah, we've definitely got some interesting turns of events that that happened.
This one was a sock in the gut, but in a good way. I'm here for it.
Eh,
Give me emotional damage.
kind of a double-edged sword here.
Just don't mention the fact that we just set a dragon loose on the town that his sister is currently in.
Where I was thinking that the entire time. That you guys like, she made it safely to the town.
It just got burnt.
Can I clarify something really fast? So